Upgrades are in the works for LaFleur Park due to severe erosion along the southern edge of the peninsula. Facilities Management Director Dean Kelly tells us more.
The way the old river channel comes under the bridge and it kind of makes a bend there, it creates a bit of an eddy. So there's a combination of the currents and the wave action that hits that southern part of the peninsula that have eroded the land there. And with the current, what ends up happening is it pulls the sand and earth away from that peninsula and shifts it to the east and actually deposits it there in our neighbors, boat slips and all that area. So they're constantly having to dig out their boat slips and really deal with that issue. When Hurricane Rita hit, we had a significant amount of erosion related to that storm. And there was a lot of sand and clay and everything hauled back in to rebuild it then. We lost all the structures during that storm. And since then, we've really been fighting that erosion pretty heavily. So now, when Hurricane Harvey came through, the erosion was bad enough it got the whole way up to the road. We had to take some emergency action at that point to make sure that the road wasn't negatively affected. The road I'm talking about is the little frontage road that used to access the boat launch.
Kelly explains what the changes will be for the park to help prevent further erosion from occurring and the improvements that will be added.
The beach will no longer be a typical swimming beach. It will now be a grass peninsula. It will be very fishing friendly. That area, again, just hasn't been a real great place to swim. And due to the erosion, it's always muddy, and it's just really not a great spot for it. What we're doing in this project, we're actually encapsulating the southern half of that peninsula with sheet pile wall. So a vinyl sheet pile wall will be installed from the property line as you enter the park, the whole way around underneath the bridge, and it will die off right before the wharf next to the boat launch. There will be about a 12-inch reveal at the top of that sheet pile wall, so it'd be very easy for fishermen if they, anywhere you want to fish along there, it'd be real easy. You're not going to have a real big drop off. Also, immediately when you enter the park, to the south, we are going to create a fishing pier. It will also be constructed with sheet pile wall, and the reason for that is to break up that current. That bit of an eddy that I mentioned is causing the erosion. We'll install this sheet pile wall peninsula, so to speak, to the south and break up that current. We're going to cap it with Trex deck, so it'll be very fishing friendly again, and a good spot to fish. The entire length of the sheet pile wall will also be capped with Trex deck. So again, very, very fishing friendly, easy to access. The area of the peninsula that is now sand, so between the sheet pile wall and the road, it's going to all be grass. We'll have a few picnic pavilions there, small gazebos. We're also going to install site lighting. The next phase will be to revamp the boat launch, the wharves, and that northern side of the peninsula that washes really bad in the parking area. Again, we'll add site lighting, and hopefully we'll add a pavilion of some sort that maybe can be utilized for events.
This project is not only for the best interest of the park.
Obviously, the foundation of the bridge is there, and that peninsula is very significant to the future of that bridge and to safeguard that foundation.
The park will remain open during the construction phase. For the Parish Line, I'm Margaret Higgins.